Deep in the heart of the southern plains, the journey of a single route begins at dawn. Precision technology ensures that only the most mature roots are extracted today. The giant cassava root, a powerhouse of starch, is carefully unearthed from its bed. Modern harvesting minimizes bruising, preserving the integrity of the white flesh within. Efficiency is key. Thousands of pounds are moved every hour to maintain freshness.
Every batch is manually verified to meet the high standards of the milling facility.
Protection from the elements begins the moment the crop leaves the soil. With the harvest complete, the raw material begins its journey to the factory gate.
The transition from farm to factory is a race against time to prevent starch degradation.
Precise weight data is logged, marking the official handover from agriculture to industry. Supply chain.
Coordination is the heartbeat of the facility, ensuring a constant flow of fresh material.
Entry into the processing ecosystem marks the end of the agricultural journey. Navigating the labyrinth of the facility requires precision and deep knowledge of the site layout.
The margin for error is inches when docking a 40-ton load into the intake system.
Exposure to the facility's controlled environment begins the transition to food-grade standards.
Science meets sweat, as every load is validated for purity before a single root is processed.
Gravity becomes a tool of the trade, initiating the first movement of the production line.
In seconds, the harvest is swallowed by the machine, ready to be transformed. The transport is complete. The raw material is now under the absolute control of the factory.
This is the nexus of production, a massive ecosystem designed for high-volume transformation.
Security and traceability begin here, ensuring only certified experts handle the harvest.
The path from the raw exterior to the sterile interior is a strictly controlled transition. Every worker is a guardian of quality. PPE is the first line of defense against contamination. Decontamination is absolute. Not a single grain of field dust can enter the processing floor.
These towering vessels act as the facility's lungs, regulating the flow of raw material.
Every motor and belt is synchronized from this central hub for maximum efficiency. Beyond this line, the physical transformation of the cassava root begins.
Logistics continue on foot as the lead worker moves to oversee the first stage of processing.
The factory is alive. The raw cassava is about to meet the first stage of its evolution.
The first step is the removal of the field's signature: soil, stones, and debris.
Thousands of gallons of recycled water are used to create a high-energy cleaning environment. Physical abrasion is necessary to loosen the stubborn, fibrous outer skin of the giant cassava. Every inch of the root must be scoured to ensure the resulting flour is pure white.
This final rinse removes the last traces of loosened soil before the manual inspection begins. Technology is powerful, but the human eye remains the ultimate judge of quality at this stage.
Even a small piece of foreign material could damage the precision blades in the next phase.
Advanced imaging technology detects defects that are invisible to the naked eye. Only the highest grade material is permitted to proceed to the core processing stage.
Cleaning is over. The transformation from solid root to fine flour is about to begin.
Destruction is the first step of creation. The root's structure is shattered to release its starch.
Every fiber is now exposed, ready for the hydration that will separate the flour from the waste.
Water becomes the vehicle, carrying the microscopic starch granules away from the woody fiber.
Centrifugal force mimics gravity on a massive scale, pulling the components of the root apart.
Sustainability is built into the line, ensuring every part of the harvest finds a purpose. Precision screening ensures that even the smallest impurities are left behind.
A master-a's eye confirms what the machines report. The starch milk is now pure.
Concentration is key. Reducing water volume prepares the starch for the transformation to come.
These reservoirs hold the lifeblood of the factory, awaiting the high-heat transformation.
The core processing is complete. The liquid starch is now pressurized and ready for the main transformation.
Here, the liquid state ends, and the physical properties of the starch are permanently altered. Atomization increases surface area, allowing for near instantaneous moisture evaporation.
Energy is harnessed to strip away water molecules in a fraction of a second.
Aerodynamics replace mechanical filters, separating the dry flour from the moist air.
The liquid starch has vanished, replaced by a pure, bone-white powder.
Temperature management is critical to maintaining the flour's delicate chemical balance. Pneumatic transport keeps the product in a closed, sterile loop, protected from the air. Final milling ensures a consistent texture that meets the specifications of industrial bakers. Real-time data confirms the success of the drying stage. The product is now stable. The transformation is complete. The raw root is now high-grade, industrial cassava flour.
Here, the liquid state ends, and the physical properties of the starch are permanently altered.
Atomization increases surface area, allowing for near instantaneous moisture evaporation.
Energy is harnessed to strip away water molecules in a fraction of a second.
Aerodynamics replace mechanical filters, separating the dry flour from the moist air.
The liquid starch has vanished, replaced by a pure, bone-white powder.
Temperature management is critical to maintaining the flour's delicate chemical balance.
Pneumatic transport keeps the product in a closed, sterile loop, protected from the air.
Real-time data confirms the success of the drying stage. The product is now stable.
The transformation is complete. The raw root is now high-grade, industrial cassava flour.
Automation is the silent conductor, synchronizing miles of pipe with a single touch. Logic gate mechanical valves ensure that every batch is routed with surgical precision.
Even in a world of high-tech automation, physical safeguards remain the priority. Real-time mass measurement allows the system to adjust its speed to maintain perfect consistency. High-energy imaging provides a final layer of invisible security before the product reaches finishing.
Balancing air and matter requires a delicate touch. managed by sophisticated PID loops.
Laser telemetry ensures that storage volumes are optimized, preventing gaps in the production chain.
The infrastructure of the modern factory is built on millions of lines of code.
Automation allows for constant, non-disruptive sampling of the product during full-speed production. With the automation system's work done, the flour enters the final stages of precision refinement. Perfection is found in the smallest details, measured in microns. Even at a molecular level, the quest for purity continues unabated. Texture is as important as taste. A smooth flow is the hallmark of premium quality. We harness the wind to sort the best from the better.
Technology provides the data, but experience provides the confidence.
Each grain is enhanced, adding value and nutrition to the final product.
The final guard stands watch, ensuring the safety of the consumer. The product is gathered, a silent white sea awaiting its final vessel.
Every ounce is accounted for, a testament to the efficiency of the modern mill.
Before it can leave this facility, the flour must prove its worth under the microscope.
Every batch has a story, and here, that story is translated into data. Consistency is the benchmark of excellence in industrial milling.
Stability is verified. The flour is dry enough to remain fresh for years.
Purity is visually quantified, meeting the strictest standards of the food industry.
Performance in the kitchen begins with the structural integrity of the starch molecules.
At 1,000 times magnification, the true quality of the process is revealed.
Chemical balance is the final prerequisite for a safe, versatile ingredient.
Safety is non-negotiable. Every gram must be certified free of pathogens. With the laboratory's blessing, the flour is cleared for its final destination.
The final stage of the journey begins as the powder meets the package. The final vessel is prepared, designed to protect the purity of the flour across oceans. Precision is the standard. Every bag is a calculated promise of quality.
Thermal bonding ensures the environment stays out and the freshness stays in.
Traceability is the modern fingerprint, linking this bag back to the very soil a South Asian male farmer named Marcus harvested.
Automation handles the heavy lifting, ensuring a stable load for long-distance transit. A transparent armor is applied, readying the product for the rigors of logistics. Storage is a science. Controlled humidity preserves the flour until the moment of dispatch. The journey comes full circle as the harvest leaves the factory, destined for bakeries across the nation.
And this is how modern factories produce United States giant cassava flour from start to finish.